Hi there and welcome to another video. I am Raluca. Today's look is inspired by the series Arcane. It's the character Jinx or Powder before she became Jinx. I haven't watched season 2 yet, but I'm very slow with these things. I don't necessarily watch a lot of movies and series, so it's gonna take some time before I'll be seeing Arcane season 2 probably. And by the time I do, nobody's gonna care about the series anymore. Somebody requested that I recreate Jinx's makeup, so this is it. I'm doing it before nobody is gonna talk about it anymore. Just don't give me any spoilers in the comments, or maybe I'll just forget by the time I watch it again. But anyway, here's the look. To me, it's really inspiring. I really like the colors, especially the pink. I think it's amazing here. If you want to see how I did the look, just keep on watching. Before applying any eyeshadow, I'm gonna have to prime my lids, and I'm gonna use just a little bit of concealer. I'm using the L'Oreal Infallible 24-hour Morning Concealer. If you have an eyeshadow primer, even better, because with eyeshadow primer, your eyeshadow will last a little bit longer than just using concealer, in my experience. I mean, I guess it depends on the primer as well. But anyway, I'm gonna blend this in using my finger. I'm just gonna do my top lid now, because I fear there's gonna be fallout. So I'm gonna do my top lid, then my face makeup, and then my bottom lid. I'm using very strong colors, so yeah, there might be a little bit of fallout going on. That's the base. I'm gonna start with sketching the shape. It's gonna be that sort of a cut crease thing. I'm gonna need on the extremes, like on the outer corner and inner corner, I'm gonna need the teal shade. So that's what I'm gonna start with. Just grab an angle brush, like this. And firstly, I'm gonna go for the Sapphire Obsessions palette by Huda Beauty. I'm gonna take this teal shade on my brush. I'm gonna use a brush like this it's gonna help me create that shape. I'm gonna imagine the lower lash line though, so it's gonna be quite at the base of my lashes, and it's gonna continue up, and it has to be connected with the top part. So I'm gonna apply the upper lid eyeshadow just a little bit lower, so it will be connected to the bottom lid later on. I hope that makes any sense at all. So I'm gonna do that V here, and then this is gonna be in my inner corner as well. I'm just gonna be filling in a little bit of this V, so it's gonna blend a little bit better into the following shades. Mixed. I'm gonna require, not sure if this is a dark blue or a purple. I think I'm gonna do a mix between these two from the palette, and it's gonna go right here, which hopefully I'm gonna be able to blend into the teal, bringing this one a little bit inwards, and also taking it here in the inner portion, so it's gonna be mirrored on the outer corner and inner corner. Just take the previous brush and try to create some sort of a fade here. I think I'm just gonna darken this a little bit more with that dark shade that I used in the mix. I think I need it to be a little bit more intense. For the purple, I'm gonna have to reach for another palette because I don't have it in here. And I'm gonna use a shimmer actually. This is the Wahala 2 palette by Juvia's Place, by the way, because I'm getting distracted and not telling you what products I'm using. But I think this will work. Yeah, this will do. This shade, this shimmer in the palette. And I am gonna require a flat brush. Taking this shade, actually I'm gonna mix in a little bit of this as well, because I think this looks a little bit more purple. And applying it again mirrored on the inner and outer corner. I'm starting to recharge by doing this makeup look, because I was out today doing a walk in the nature, and I'm just a little bit tired, I guess, but this is doing the trick for me, waking me up. kind of fade it into the middle as well, even though I'm gonna need another shade in the middle. I'm gonna need a lighter blue in the center of the lid. I'm not sure if I have that, but we're going to improvise. And I'm gonna take this shade, which I'm gonna mix into some white from my other palette. I think that will work. Let's see. Just gonna put it right here in the middle. I mean, kind of does the trick. I'm probably gonna need something sparklier. So, I just want the middle of my lid to be a little bit sparklier, so I'm taking the Stone Vibes from Urban Decay, and I'm gonna mix in this blue shade with this light blue shade. I think that's gonna do the trick for me. These shades in this palette are very, very sparkly, so that might work. Not sure if it changed much. It surely added the glitter that I was hoping for. It did cover a little bit of the purple, so I'm just gonna re-intensify it. Because I do like the color transition between the blue and the purple, and I want that to stay. No, actually, I'm feeling very inspired. I want this to be my everyday makeup. This is bold and beautiful. I do like the transition, so it's teal to blue to purple and then to blue again. It's just gorgeous. Okay, I did most of my face makeup, and now I'm gonna do the lower lid. I'm gonna do the same sequence of colors. I'm gonna start with teal in my outer corner, and then blue, and then purple, then blue, and then she has pink right in the inner corner right here. So that's the plan. I'm gonna start with the teal, and this is just gonna be to connect it to the top part, to have a little bit of continuity. Is that the word for it? Just a tiny bit. I'm gonna cover most of that with the dark blue. I'm gonna stay pretty close to my lash line. I usually like to blend my eyeshadow a little bit lower, but today we're not doing that. So there's blue. Then I'm gonna follow up with the purple. This purple. Next, I'm gonna need the shimmery blue. So taking it from here and also mixing it with that white, just a little bit of that, like that, to make it a little bit lighter. And then pink, which luckily I have it here. The shade Too Much. It's not too much. This is gonna go right here. I love this pink in this combination. I think it's exactly what it needed. It adds a very interesting pop of something else, very different from the rest of the shades, and I really, really like it. She has this eyeliner that's going all the way to the top lid, to the bottom lid, at the base of the lashes. I'm gonna go for the NYX Epic Ink Liner, and I'm gonna trace that at the base of my lashes up to the inner portion, but keeping it very thin in this part, and then making it thicker as I go and reach my outer corner, then doing it very thin at the base of my lower lashes. I think I'm just gonna do it halfway on my lower lash line, and then connect it here. It's not gonna be too long. I'm not trying to cover a lot of that eyeshadow. Just adding a little bit of definition at the base of my lashes. I think I'm gonna need just a little bit of an inner corner wing as well. I applied a little bit of mascara. I used the Panorama mascara from L'Oreal, and now I already did most of my face makeup. So I did foundation, concealer, powder, bronzer, blush, but I'm gonna do some faux freckles, and I wanted to do that on camera just because it's a little bit more particular to the character. I'm gonna use this freckle pen from Huda Beauty. I think you can find this on Shein or something. It's just some sort of low quality makeup, but it does the job. I'm just gonna fade them with my fingers so they look a little bit more realistic. And I'm gonna keep them in the center of my face. Okay, I think that's enough, and I'm gonna finish this off with a little bit of bronzer in the center of my face, just so I can blend these and make them look like a little bit, make my skin look a little bit more sun-kissed, sunburned. It fits with the whole freckles vibe. I'm gonna use this bronzer from Catrice. It's the Sun Lover bronzer. Just gonna dust that right here on my nose and a little bit on my cheeks, like around my nose. And I'm gonna have to see how I'm gonna do the lips, because I think that's a little bit trickier in shade. I'm gonna combine a few things and see where that takes me. For now I'm gonna line my lips with this NYX lip pencil in the shade Coffee to have a little bit of a base before applying my other colors. Two colors to create sort of a more berry shade, because I have red and I have pink, and I'm gonna do a combination. Actually, I'm gonna put in a little bit more red and just a tiny bit of pink to just give it a berrier tone. And these are the Smooth Whip from NYX in the shades Cherry Creme, the red, and Onesie Funsie, the pink. And I have here a lip brush from Sigma, and I'm gonna mix them together. And apply it. The shade is fine, but I'm gonna need darker, especially on my outer corners. I actually think I'm gonna take this dark brown in the Juvia's Place palette, and I'm applying it with an angled brush. Very, very gently blending it. And that is it, my interpretation of Jinx's, or Powder's actually, makeup in Arcane. I hope I did it justice. I really like how it came out personally. Very, very inspiring for me to use this kind of colors again. So I'm very glad I tried it. I want to thank you so much for watching this video. I hope it was inspiring for you as well. I'm gonna head out and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!